Different dance.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. This is the Table Talk.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. This is the Table Talk. How are you today?
Fabulous.
Good.
I'm Patrice,
I'm Rhonda.
Wanda.
and we are here to inspire you, motivate you, and educate you.
Yes.
So today we are going to talk about y'all Will Smith and that Oscar slap. Lord have mercy. Come on, you guys. This was crazy.
Absolutely.
Right. So this was
Unexpected.
crazy because we never seen Will Smith act like that. We never seen him act out. We never seen him aggressive. So, this was just something. So, Rhonda, come on. Let's talk about it. Tell me what you think about the whole issue.
Well, first of all, Chris is a comedian. However, I feel like he should have chose another joke.
Yeah.
Or if he wanted to just joke about somebody, it should have been about somebody else because they told before that in 2016 he had already said a joke about Jada. And I feel like knowing that she was there again, you should have just moved on to another joke about somebody else or something else, not the same person, because apparently it wasn't resolved from then. So I feel like Chris should have chose another joke.
Wonder what you think.
I am in the same position that Rhonda's talking about. I agree with her because why joke on someone and follow the script? If they give you a script, follow the script, and then he know it was gonna be Will's big night. He's already was getting the attention. Why bring even more attention?
Right.
So I agree with my sister Rhonda. He should have just followed the script.
Yep. See, a lot of times when you go off and do stuff on your own, that's when other stuff happen. So I agree with y'all. Will Packer, he the one. He just he organized the Oscars this year. Well, he produced it. Sorry, he produced the Oscars this year, and he did say that Chris Rock had a script to follow for his for the comedy for that night. And sometimes comedians they freestyle. They go off track and. This one didn't work so well this time. So we got so many people saying different things. Some people were saying he was wrong because Jada had alopecia and he should have been sensitive. Some people were saying, well, he didn't know she had it. And some other people were saying, well, he was defending his wife. So it's just so much that happened with that one incident. So, people are just saying different things. So, Rhonda, we know now that because of what he did, they banned him from the Oscars for 10 years. So how do you feel about that? Do you think that was a fair sentence, or you think it was light? It wasn't hard enough. What you think about it? Do you think that was fair for them to give him 10 years banned from the Oscars?
I definitely feel like Will Smith was wrong to put his hands on Chris because that's not his child.
Right.
That's the first thing. You was wrong for going up there, putting your hands on another person, regardless of what they say. You can't hit everybody. I mean, people say stuff all the time, so you can't go around just doing that. So he was wrong, point blank, period. Also, I feel like, me personally, I feel like Will Smith should have been arrested and escorted out.
Yeah.
And then, if Jada wanted to stay and accept his award, they could have let that happen. But I feel like fair is fair, and I don't think it was. I think the 10 being banned, yes, I think he should have had that, and I also feel like that night he should have been arrested and escorted out, because if it was anybody else, it would have happened to them.
Yeah.
And I just feel like either Jada could have accepted his award or they could have chose somebody, but I feel like it was wrong for him to still be allowed to stay after what he did, because people are watching, children are watching, and they're going to feel like that's okay when it's not okay.
Right.
So no, I think he should have been escorted out of there, point blank, period.
Yeah. And I was thinking about their kids. What are they thinking when they see their dad, who's been this hero all these years, go and do such a thing like that? And I'm sure Will was not thinking when he did it.
No.
And I do agree with you that he should have been escorted out, because, like you said, if it would have been anybody else, they would have drugged them out of there. Drug them out by their coat on the back.
Yeah.
They would have drugged them
Don't
out.
go to commercial. Everybody see you.
Absolutely. Yes. So I do agree. You got to treat everybody fair across
Exactly.
the board. You can't have special treatment for some people. You can't do it because they always tell us, don't be violent. You can't put your hands on people. So you can't make exceptions for people just because they have money. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big problem with what's going on. Some people get passes because of who they are, and it's not right.
Yep.
We're all still human beings,
right?
So I think he should have been out of there.
So you feel like that charge was fair, the 10 years?
I feel like it was fair, and it should have been more.
And it should have been more?
Yes.
What about you, Wanda? Do you think that was fair? You think 10 years is enough for him to be punished for what he did?
I don't. I just think they should have just asked Chris what he wanted. Not make the decision of 10 years, because
I see what you're saying.
What's his name? The Packard guy?
Will Packard, yeah.
Will and Chris Rock should have met in a private meeting. 10 years, I don't think
that's too much?
That's too much, because
how
it's
many
still
years
going to
you think
affect
he should
him
have got?
mentally. Yeah. No years. I think they should have came together as men. But I do think Will should have stood and gave Chris apology, because I understand he only gave the apology to about what he was going through,
right?
But not specifically the slap. I don't think I heard that.
You did,
but I don't think it should have been 10 years. I think they should have talked amongst the three of them, and just let him still came back to show you can accept people's apology and learn from it. I don't really think. But I also think Jada should have ran and caught him and said, "Will, not right now."
Yeah.
I thought Jada should have stepped in and stopped him.
Because I was going to ask you about that, because what the news, the people that's reporting on it, they're saying that, they remember that night when he went up there and said, when your family, you're trying to protect your family. And then Jada made a statement after that saying, well, I don't need protecting because I'm a strong woman and he don't need to protect me. How do you feel about that? Because it made him look bad.
She wrong, but when anybody can call somebody's name, especially your husband, when you see them get up, because they know it's going to be some type of embarrassment.
Right.
Whether he was getting the mic or the slap, she should have said, Will, not right now, this is your night. Reminding him.
But I think it caught
when
off
he
guard.
looked at her face, he lost it.
Yeah, I think so too.
He lost it.
I do believe that. I think after he saw her face and how uncomfortable she was, it made him like, you know what? That's my wife. I gotta do something. I think he just forgot what he was.
And I think she could have just at least played it off with a smile, because he reacted to her.
He sure did.
He probably shouldn't have looked at her face.
I know he probably could have just kept letting it go.
The show would have went on if he had looked over there at her face.
Yep. And I think too, I just wish he could have just restrained himself a little more and went to Chris after, like during the break or something, and say, you know what, hey man, we saw your joke, we laughed, ha ha ha, but it hurt my wife's feelings, and let him know. But I do know, y'all, sometimes in the heat of the moment, because I've been there, you get to a place where you do stuff, y'all God's still working on me with that. I've been to a place where I'm like, I couldn't come back from, and I had to help God to help me. So sometimes the emotions get the best of you. So I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying you have to acknowledge when you are emotional, and you got to get control of that, because God had to constantly tell me, Treese, control your emotions. So, you got to, if you're an emotional person, you got to keep that at the forefront. Let me not show out. Let me not act out. Especially when it comes to you protecting your loved ones, like your kids and your mom, you just gotta think, because it's a lot of people at that time saying, I wouldn't have did that, I wouldn't have said that. Okay, because there are some situations you don't, all that go out the window and you just forget.
I believe you will get upset. I mean, But I probably would have just got up and left because I
Right.
know that it would have got bad.
That's right.
Because like you said, we don't know what we would have did, but I'm saying I just feel like I wouldn't have went on stage and did what Will did.
Right. I
would
would
have
have
left.
that either.
I just would have said, we fixing to go.
Yeah.
Right. I probably would have left too.
Because I know, like you said, he would have been boiling on the inside. So, but I know for sure I wouldn't have walked on stage and did it. I know that. I would have left before I did that.
Because it's so many
I just
people
would've left.
saying, he shouldn't have did that, but it's something you do care about.
Yeah.
You know, your animals and your kids, and it's something that you do care about.
When they say you fired.
Right.
I just
So
would have left.
some things do get you emotional. So I'm just saying, man, you do have to be cognizant. If you are an emotional person, let me just calm down. And like you said, I am too. So I agree with you. Let me just walk out here and remove myself for right now before I do something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
the consequences could have been, like I said, worse than what they were.
Yeah, because Chris could have slapped him back. They would have had a full-fledged fight.
It could have really been bad. It could have really been worse than what it was.
Yeah, it could have been a fight.
And I think Chris handled it well. He did. I think he handled it well because if I was in Chris' position, I definitely know I wouldn't have just stood there.
But he said no, he could have
well.
been reaching for the mic.
Yeah, but I'm saying after it actually happened, I don't think I still would have. I just couldn't have stayed there and continued on. I know I could.
He did. He had to collect himself.
He did. He was all over the place. He was like,
but he kept his composure and he carried on.
He did
so I'm saying for me, I wouldn't have been able to carry on in Chris' position, and I wouldn't have been able to go on in Will's position.
Yeah,
I couldn't have did it. I'm
and
sorry.
I think also after Will sat down, if he ran up there one time, he could have ran back up there and said, "Y'all, I truly apologize."
Right.
Because he had the stage then.
Yeah,
he could have ran back up there and said, and gave Chris a hug and said, "Man, I truly apologize." I think his sentence wouldn't have been that long.
Yeah, they showed him partying with the little Oscar thing and at the club.
That's why
and
he should have been. He should have been able. He should have been able to remain there. They should have got him out of there after the slap.
I do agree with that. I agree. They should have took him out, and that would have shown people that you can't do it.
Yes,
you just can't be violent, and it's okay because they gave him a standing ovation when he got the award. You can't be awarded for bad behavior.
Exactly, and that's
you can't be.
Now, when somebody else try that, what's gonna happen to them?
They're gonna drag him out, like I said, by their car.
And that's why they should have took him on out.
And also, he not only affected his Will's income, he affected Martin Lawrence and the other two movies coming up. So we affected everybody.
That's
His movies
that's
now been delayed.
That's right. Because I think they were saying too with Netflix, they took his movies off of there. So you are absolutely right. It affected other people. You are so right. So y'all just remember sometimes when you react, it not only affect you, but it affect your whole family. It affect your money.
Yeah.
So just try to work on that. Just really try to work on it. Any other comments about Will Smith and the slap? We have never seen
unbelievable.
That. Yeah.
And I didn't watch the Oscars. When I woke up, they just kept showing the same clip.
Right.
So I'm like, well, what's going on? And I'm like,
remember you text me? I thought it was
first
a joke.
I said, oh, Will was wrong for that.
You did. You did.
He was wrong.
And I went and watched. I said, no, Rhonda joking. You text me. I said, I know she joking.
I couldn't believe it.
I played that thing, and I saw Chris Rock's face. I'm like, no, this ain't no joke. He did slap the fire out of him.
The taste out of his mouth.
Yes.
It was just all messed up.
It really was, y'all. So, like we said, just try to control your emotions. We know sometimes it's hard, but like me and my sister said, sometimes you just got to get up and walk away. Just go, Just get away from it for now, so you can calm down.
It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, and the consequences will be worse. So,
But any comment to Chris? Follow the script.
Yeah.
I just think he handled it. He handled it well.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I was thinking too. I know we're getting ready to wrap this up, but now how y'all think the other comedians are feeling? When they go on stage,
I think it's gonna give a wake up call to them to be mindful of who they talk about,
right?
Because it's definitely gonna be there,
and do some research on who they joke.
Absolutely.
And some of them, I feel like some of them, regardless, they're going to keep saying what they want to say. They're going to keep doing what they want to do, but we'll see.
And be careful.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Thank you
Okay.
for tuning in to our channel. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
And subscribe.
And subscribe.
See you next time.
Will.